Namaste, my captains, and welcome to Soul Horoscope SuperScope Weekly Report. My name is Christopher Witecki. I'm your Sensei to Sirius joy, and I'm very grateful that you have stopped by to watch this SuperScope. It's super because it serves more than one personality. First of all, Capricorns, as you probably know, and Capricorn Risings. So if you have Capricorn Rising, this will tell you your long-term story. I call all of you the Step 8 personalities, the ones who close the deal. Make that infinity, make that circle, what's nothing, into an 8. Twisting that 0 into an 8. That's what you are directing. Always creating these new loops, these new business deals, these new connections. And where are you in that sense? Well, the Step 8s, I forgot. Also, you have Venus in Capricorn. I have a love scope for you a little bit later. Thank you. So for those who have who are Capricorns or the Step 8s, you are wrapping up, stepping into your heart. That's what it's been for the last 30 days. A big, profound, and change in course where it's now time to aim directly for serious joy and do not waste time. All right? So in the beginning of this week, you will wrap that up and have to hold space and trust. Then we begin the sun in Gemini. At the same time, Mars goes direct. So there's going to be a real shift in winds this week. And finally, things will move forward in business and otherwise, particularly for you. We'll talk more on that in just a little bit. But first, let's start with the beginning of the week. We're moving into Chapter 3 of the Sun in Taurus, and this is potential for joy, where you can have joy in life. Serious joy is the term I use. I need to change this graphic to say serious joy, because it's an old graphic, but it still stands. But it is about stepping into that serious joy and committing to that regardless of what you see or where you are in society or who people think you are right now. It's about committing to that heart and really committing to putting your heart as the center of your universe. Then the sun moves into Gemini. You'll be working on your lifestyle and your health. So if you've been putting off health issues, this is the annual health transit. But health and lifestyle will go through some profound change this year as Mercury will retrograde into this space in June. So I'm just telling you right now, don't get too worried about it. There's a lot to think about with health. But basically, it's time to create the space in your life for that serious joy to happen, for it to flourish. And that's what we're going to start with this week. So as we look up in the sky, we still have this grand cross, grand square, really us up on the rack, really being pulled in different directions. In your case, I'll outline it, the east-west part, Uranus in Aries versus Mars in Libra. This is the struggle between wanting a sense of security on one hand and where the hell's my career going on the other. Now, Mars retrograde goes direct this week, so you will know where your career is going and start moving in that direction this week. So we've all been agony that way, but first, it looks like you're planting seeds of emotional security regardless of where a career might be. So the Venus crossing Uranus says last week emotional security began to crop up regardless of where a career was and where the other two polarities are. The other two are the struggle between ego and long-term partnerships. And when it comes to ego, good news, no more pride issues for a while. There will be a retrograde on that energy and learning for a while, but you need to stand up for what you said you have or would stand up for. Jupiter in Cancer, though, is where things are moving the fastest, where you are blazing ahead with marriage and partnerships and how you relate. So bigger, greater, more and more emotion to deal with in relationships. And that's really what pushes you the farthest, which is why taking care of your own emotions are so important right now with Uranus and Aries. So one of the important facts about moving forward in your partnerships and taking the risk and growing is that this week you're going to make some sort of a relationship commitment. This won't be to yourself. This will probably be to someone else, business or otherwise, but it represents symbolically how all relationships should feel. And it might first be a commitment to them and yourself and then carry out, but it's going to be a commitment point. And this commitment will lead to this grand trine of learning, which as you step into it, I think you're going to find a peace of mind. That is, of course, if you maintain your personal emotional boundaries when it comes to who you are not in society. So you've known who not to hang out with. So as long as you're moving with the right people, you're going to find that your mind finally starts to heal, and you might start to decide that life is beginning to be peaceful again, knock on wood, so to speak. So this week, there's really 3 days I want to point out that are probably of most importance. One, over the weekend, you're probably going to feel emotionally that you have come to a new strength. Now, you might not find that the world is respecting that or obeying that or anything like that, children and whatnot. That's because Mars is still retrograde, so there might be some aggravation or desire to act out. Your inner child might want to act out and throw temper tantrums over the weekend. It's really all about you stabilizing the new ego, but it does hit the Grand Cross, all those events. On Monday, it's about money, and really on Tuesday, as Mars goes direct or moves forward in your house of career, it's about money. So you're really holding space in your heart for your dreams to come true, but there's a lot of money distraction and there's a lot of career distraction. Plus Mars is firing off, so everyone is distracted when Mars shifts like this. You'll see. Excuse me. You're the last horoscope today in this list. Save the best for last. So that said, there is a yod on Tuesday that points really for you to really maintain your personal boundaries in society correctly, not to go the wrong way, to not backtrack on that. It's important to your own heart having what it wants, because this will be the test of your personal dreams. So something might test you. There'll be a test of faith that are my dreams going to come true? At the same time, Mars is going direct, career is moving forward, all this going on. And the universe says, just pay attention to who you aren't in society and don't backtrack. So Monday through Wednesday is pretty intense, I think, as Mars goes direct. And then the next day I want to point out is that peace of mind day. I think on Thursday, you will feel a peace of mind. That's when it will happen, because the moon will cross over Neptune, which is at step 7, which is a healing step. And that step is the step where I think your mind will go, I really think I have made it. I think I'm okay. Excuse me, I'm going to take a drink. I have no choice. Excuse me. So moving through the week, Thursday is the real tranquil day where things shift, but the sun now moves into Gemini. So you're kind of not just thinking peace of mind, but you're looking at the scope of your life, your health and your lifestyle, and beginning to examine health and lifestyle on this day too. So it could be a really spiritually profound day. So this week, to wrap up, it's about loving and trusting what your heart wants and protecting yourself to love and trust to manifest that. Then as the week progresses, you're exploring your thoughts around your health and lifestyle, but there's a lot of energy changes as Mars moves direct and your career moves direct all the while. So it's a complex and intense week. Now, what about those who have Venus in Capricorn? Where is the love? Well, the love has gone through profound change too, and it has to do with emotional security. Basically, if you have been self-nurturing yourself as an 8VQ, you're going to find that you're now in a different pool of who you attract. In other words, you will attract people who nurture themselves. So no more relationships where you chase after nurturing them and they chase after nurturing you. Instead, you come to the table nurtured, and then they come to the table nurtured, and then back rubs feel really good, because they're both voluntary and you both want to do it, right? So you're moving into that for those who are single. For those who are not single, it really is the same thing. In your relationships, you must come to the old marriage or old partnership with this new self-nurturing, take care of your own emotions approach. If you do, the two of you can now enter into a true setup of passion and real security. And once you do, really the next transit with Venus going into Taurus is to see the sprouts of all these seeds we planted with the sun in Taurus. So it's an exciting time, and you definitely don't want to be in the old emotional patterns. You definitely don't want to be in anything that looks like your childhood right now if you have an 8VQ. All right? Now, you may not know this, but I record a full 30-minute monthly megascope that goes into your rising and everything in a bit more detail and with a lot more backstory because I have more time. It's available for $9.99 for MP3, or it's available for $11.11 on video at soulmart.me. I do thank you ahead of time because these keep me on the air. If you've ever wanted a reading with me, this is a great time because I'm offering a special where you get 2 half-hour readings for $99.99. That's about $30 off the normal price. So if you're interested, come on down. You can book both of them right away on my calendar, and that is also available at soulmart.me. Excuse me. If you're watching on YouTube, please be kind and subscribe to our channel. We appreciate that. Or on Facebook, you can come like us or tell your friends about us. That's good karma. And if you are an astro enthusiast, I am now casting for a webcam talk show called Astro Gossip. Come to astrogossip.com and come play with us on webcam. Fun stuff. All right, my captains and the Capricorn Risings, very grateful to be of soul service. Good luck in the Martian shift, and I will be back in 7 days with more. Remember, I love you, and live, love, be.